Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Mindfulness Meditation live here on YouTube. My name is Chris Norris. I'm a cognitive fitness coach. I'm in Chiang Mai, Thailand, where we do in-person events, and I also do online coaching globally. So if you're interested in any of that, of any of what we got going on, you can check us out at cognitivefitnesscoach.com. And of course, we're all over social media on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok now. So hey, go on TikTok too and give me some follows. I only have 10 followers. I need to get 1,000 followers on Instagram and on TikTok to go live there. So that's why I'm live here on YouTube. So where there's a will, there's a way. So what I've been doing here every week is coming on at 6:30 in the morning my time and doing some mindfulness meditation. This is our third week. The first time it was very, very short, very simple, very basic practice. Last week we was also short and simple. It was a body-based practice. And now this week I'd like to extend the practice just a little bit, nothing overwhelming, and have some longer periods of silence in there for you to practice mindfulness meditation. And I also want to bring in a breath counting technique to help tame that monkey mind a little bit. So, if you're looking to join me today and you're not driving, you're not operating heavy machinery, excuse me, and you're not like in a body of water or sitting right next to a body of water, because I want you to be safe, right? And I want to remind you that you are in control. So if any time you start to feel overwhelmed, maybe some challenging emotions are coming up, or it just something doesn't feel right to you, you can always stop the meditation, and that's okay. All right. So if you want to join me, let's get in a comfortable position, as comfortable as possible. However, the body may feel like sitting today or lying down even is acceptable. You could even do this standing, but I am sitting. And how I begin these meditations is I like to look to the left. I like to look over to the right. And then I look back to the left. I look back to the right. Now, if it's pain-free and comfortable, perhaps you can turn almost all the way around, and I look behind me to the left, and I look behind me to the right. And then I take a deep breath in through my nose. And as I let it out, if it feels safe to do so, you can close your eyes. And if not, it's okay. You can just shift your gaze perhaps gently downwards and take a soft focus on a spot in the room. And as you sit, begin to bring the attention inwards and begin to recognize any sensations that are present in the body. Maybe there's tightness. Maybe there's burning. Perhaps there's a numbness or a tingling. There can be anything. There can be any sensations across the spectrum of sensations, and they all belong. We're not here to change or fix anything today. We're just taking on the role of an observer. And perhaps we can bring our focus to our sit bones, where the sit bones may make contact with the chair, with the cushion, or the floor, and just recognize the sensations that are present there. Just recognizing and allowing any sensations that are present to be there. And now from our seat, we bring our focus to our feet. And again, recognizing the sensations that are present in our feet. Perhaps recognizing where our feet make contact with the floor. And now from our feet, bring a focus to the hands and recognize the sensations that are present in the hands. And palm up or palm down. The hands are perhaps on the legs, in the lap, by the sides. It's up to you. It's your choice. Your left and choice. But just recognize the sensations that are present in the hands. Perhaps we can feel the heartbeat in the hands. Perhaps there's a slight vibration in the hands and aliveness in the hands. And now allowing that focus to dissolve, we bring a focus to our breath. And we begin to follow the sensation of the breath all the way in, and following the breath all the way out. This effortless breath. We don't need to change or fix the breath in any way. We're just observing the breath. Observing the in-breath and observing the out-breath. Observing the breath where you feel the sensation of the breath most fully. Perhaps that's at the nostrils. Perhaps it's at the upper lip. Perhaps it's in the rising and the falling of the belly, the expansion and the contraction of the chest. Just pick one place where you feel the sensation of the breath most fully. Maintain a soft focus there. And if the mind drifts, we simply recognize that the mind has drifted away from the breath. And then we gently return our focus, this soft focus on the breath. Not forcing or striving in any way, A soft focus on the breath. We don't beat ourselves up. We don't criticize ourselves for drifting. This only adds to suffering. We simply acknowledge the present moment reality that our thoughts have drifted away from the breath and return that focus. Now I'd like to introduce a tool for focus called breath counting. So as you inhale, I want you to count 1 in your mind or softly out loud. And as you exhale, I want you to count 2, and so on and so forth until you reach 10. If you've reached 10 and your mind hasn't drifted away from the breath, then you begin again. If during the count your mind drifts away from the breath, you simply begin again. And let us practice this technique of breath counting and silent meditation for 1 minute. And now we can let that breath counting go. And let us begin to bring focus back to our bodies, back to the contact points of the sit bone on the chair, the cushion. Again, feeling our feet, sensations of our feet perhaps on the floor. Sensations that are present in our hands. And let us take a big deep breath together. Begin by pushing all your air out of your mouth. Push all your air out. Bringing your belly all the way into your spine. And now big breath in through the nose. Hold it on top. And now let it out the mouth. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And now invite any gentle movements into your body. Perhaps begin by moving your fingers, moving your toes, maybe moving your arms, moving your legs in any way that feels comfortable. Maybe you want to take a little twist. And maybe raising our arms up overhead, stretching toward the sky feels nice. And bringing the arms down by the side might feel nice. Opening the heart to the world might feel nice. And if you close your eyes, you can flutter them open, or you can just bring your gaze upwards. Okay, thank you for joining me in that short meditation practice. What came up for you during the practice? What bodily sensations were present? What emotions may have been present? Did your thoughts drift? And if they did drift, how were you able to bring it back with a soft focus? Did you find your thoughts more easily stayed with the breath during the breath counting? All right. Again, thanks for joining. Chris Norris, cognitivefitnesscoach.com. And we'll be back here next week, and we'll continue doing these live streams every week for short meditation practices that will get longer and longer throughout time. And if you want to catch up on the prior weeks, just check out my channel, and there'll be a playlist there under School, the Cognitive Fitness Community. It's another great free resource. If you go on to School, which is SKOOL, and look up Cognitive Fitness Community, we're building up quite the expansive library there of free resources for you to stay fit, stay fit in this world. All right. Peace. Be well. Let's talk soon.